Fear is a powerful force, but it is not your enemy. It is a messenger, a mirror, a gatekeeper to your potential. Yet most people run from it, hide from it, let it decide the size of their dreams, the volume of their voice, and the direction of their life. But what if I told you that fear isn't there to stop you, it's there to shape you? What if your fear is the compass pointing you exactly where you need to go? Every great person you admire, every inventor, every leader, every revolutionary. You think they weren't afraid? Of course they were. But they made a decision. That fear would ride with them, not drive them. The difference between the life you have and the life you want is not luck. It's not talent. It's not even discipline. It's courage. Courage to take the step your fear tells you not to. Courage to stand up when your doubt says sit down. Courage to speak when your insecurity tells you to stay silent. Fear is wired into you. It's ancient. It's survival. The amygdala in your brain is programmed to keep you safe. But safe doesn't build empires. Safe doesn't change the world. Safe doesn't turn ideas into legacies. The problem isn't fear. The problem is your relationship to it. Your body doesn't know the difference between a lion chasing you and a business pitch you're afraid to give. It doesn't know the difference between life-threatening danger and emotional discomfort. It just sounds the alarm. Your heart races, your palms sweat, your breath shortens, and most people stop right there. But you are going to do something different. Because you understand now that fear is not a command, it's a signal. A red flare saying, growth lives here. The door to your next level is locked behind discomfort, and the key is on the other side of your excuses. Self-doubt is fear's voice in disguise. It whispers quietly at first. Who do you think you are? You're not ready. You'll fail. And the more you listen, the louder it becomes, until one day, you mistake that voice for your own. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is not who you are. It's a distorted echo of every rejection, every failure, every limiting belief you've absorbed from a world that was afraid to dream. It's the inherited voice of a teacher who told you to play it safe, a parent who lived small, a world that applauds conformity and punishes boldness. But you are not here to live small. You are here to expand. And the first step to overcoming fear is to see it clearly, not as an enemy to be destroyed, but as an emotion to be understood. You cannot conquer what you refuse to face. When you feel fear, don't run from it. Pause, breathe, observe. Where is it coming from? What is it protecting you from? Is it true? Is it useful? Because most fear is a liar. It tells you that discomfort is danger, that trying is risking everything, that if you fail, you are broken. But history is built on the backs of those who failed forward. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he lit the world. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. These aren't exceptions. They are the rule. They all faced fear and walked through it anyway. You must stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a myth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You act first. You shake while you speak. You tremble while you write. You sweat through your first attempt. And in the doing, you discover your strength. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's movement despite it. You don't eliminate fear. You outgrow it. And you grow by moving. Step by step. Moment by moment. Through the fog. Through the doubt. Through the discomfort. Break it down. Don't climb the entire mountain in one leap. Just take the next foothold. Want to start a business? Make the first phone call. Want to speak on stage? Say it aloud in your room. Want to change your life? Take one bold step today. Small steps become massive momentum. Progress compounds. And with every action, fear loses its grip. Because action is fear's antidote. And don't do it alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in the version of you that hasn't shown up yet. mentors, friends, guides. Those who remind you of who you really are when you forget. We were not built to conquer fear in isolation. Even the strongest minds need mirrors. Let them reflect your greatness until you can see it yourself. And when the world tries to tell you you're not enough, remember who you are. You are the dreamer who dared to try. You are the rebel who refused to play small. You are the fire that fear couldn't put out. And every time you choose to act in the face of doubt, you rewrite your story. You plant a new belief. You become the person your younger self needed. You don't overcome fear in a day, but you can defeat it in this moment. And then the next, and then the next, until fear becomes a familiar background noise, not a steering wheel. Until self-doubt becomes a whisper drowned out by the roar of your action. Until you look back and realize fear never left. You just stopped listening. And now, you are unstoppable. You are ready, not because the fear is gone, but because you finally understood you were never meant to avoid fear. You were meant to rise through it. So now you stand at the edge, that cliff where most people turn back, the place where dreams are buried under excuses, and where fear guards the gates to your future like a silent sentinel. But you're not most people. You feel the tremble in your chest, the heat in your palms. The voice in your head still whispers, "You can't do this." And you smile, because now you know that voice isn't a warning, it's a welcome. Fear shows up right before the breakthrough. It's the final boss, before you level up. The trembling in your legs doesn't mean stop. It means step deeper. Lean harder. Rise higher. This moment, this exact moment, is sacred, because it's when your old self starts to crack. And through those cracks, your future begins to rise. You don't need to feel fearless to be free. You need to feel fear and move anyway. Take the leap. Make the call. Say the words. Write the book. Build the thing. Change your world. And if your legs shake, let them shake. If your voice breaks, let it break. But never let the fear be the reason you stayed small. You were born with gifts the world needs. A voice, a vision, a fire. And it's not your job to question whether you're good enough. It's your job to show up and become. No one is coming to rescue you from fear, but someone is rising within you. Someone strong, bold, unwavering. That is who you were meant to be. And fear? It's not your cage. It's your catalyst. You don't push fear away. You let it sharpen you, mold you, strip away everything that isn't real. So what's left is unbreakable. You are not your doubts. You are not your failures. You are not the thoughts that try to hold you hostage. You are the one who chooses. And today you choose power. You choose possibility. You choose action, not later, not tomorrow, but now. Because when the world says, "Be careful," you say, "Be courageous." When the fear says, "Turn back," you say, "Watch me." And when the voice of doubt screams, "You can't," you whisper back, "I already did." This is your story now. No more hiding. No more waiting. No more letting fear write your life. You hold the pen. So go write something legendary.